felt that quiet nudge in your gut? A knowing that shows up before there is visible evidence or facts that make sense of your knowing. For many women, especially in midlife, that inner signal gets buried under stress, second guessing, and the pressure to stay logical. We're regularly accused of being too emotional, even irrational, so we're reluctant to feed the narrative if we're not sure. But our intuition is not some mystery. It's a natural part of how the female brain connects emotion, awareness, and decision making. So in this video, we're going to explore what intuition really is, how emotional intelligence strengthens it, and the simple practices that help you trust yourself again. If you're ready to make choices with more confidence, less doubt, and a steadier sense of calm, stick with me because your inner knowing deserves to be heard. And if you're new here, I'm Dr. Gayla Gorman, a licensed acupuncturist, naturopath, and author of What's Your Kryptonite? If you'd like to use complementary medicine, the kind I practice, you'll need help talking to your doctor. You can get my free guide, How to Talk to Your Doctor So They Listen. Just comment guide or go to drgayla.com/links. And on this channel, I'm here to help you reverse the effects of chronic stress so that you can cruise through midlife and beyond symptom-free, so that you can put an end to common midlife symptoms like chronic fatigue, insomnia, mood swings, issues with gut health, and even weight gain. So let's just start by talking about what intuition actually is. Intuition is that sense of just knowing without having to run through all the logic first. It can feel like a quiet nudge or a gentle pull in your gut even, helping you see what's really going on beneath the surface. For many women, those signals show up all the time. I know they do for me. We notice them when we're making decisions about people, about situations, even when we're sorting through emotions that might have been pushed aside. Intuition is natural, it's instinctive, and sometimes it shows up as a physical feeling. Other times it's sudden clarity about what to do next. And here's the thing. When you learn to trust it, your intuition can guide you toward better choices, especially when you're feeling stuck or uncertain. Science even backs this up. Psychology Today highlighted research in 2024 showing that women's intuition is supported by how the female brain is built. A thicker corpus callosum, a larger mirror neuron system, is a difference that gives us stronger connections between emotional awareness and decision making. That's why we're often quicker to pick up on nonverbal cues or to sense what someone's really feeling. So yes, intuition is both biology and life experience working together. So once we've hit midlife and we're getting up into our years, that experience actually helps to improve our intuition. So this helps to guide us in our relationships and in our everyday life. So now that you've seen how intuition quietly shapes your everyday decisions, let's look closer at the role of emotional intelligence. So with a better understanding of what it means to sense and trust these subtle signals you're receiving, this will help you feel ready to explore and recognize, even manage emotions that deepen your relationships and help you handle life's stresses better. Here's how self-awareness and clear communication can bring more connection and peace to your daily experiences, giving you practical ways to care for yourself and those around you. Emotional intelligence is really about recognizing, understanding, and managing your own emotions while also tuning into the emotions of others. Not in a codependent way, but just with a heightened sense of awareness. You see it in everyday moments, like when you notice a shift in someone's tone, or when you take a breath and choose patience instead of snapping back during a conflict. For many women, emotional intelligence is what helps us build trust, lower our stress, and create a safe, nurturing space for ourselves and the people we care about. It's about self-awareness and empathy. Those two skills open the door to clearer communication and fewer misunderstandings. So when you bring those into your daily life, the result is stronger, healthier, more meaningful relationships. And that is just one of the many benefits of developing emotional intelligence. So some of the traits of emotionally intelligent people, well, people with strong emotional intelligence have a way of connecting with others even in the difficult moments. They're comfortable with their feelings and don't hide from the truth, even when it might be uncomfortable. You can see it in the way they listen and how they adjust and in the way they respond with thoughtfulness. It makes everyone around them feel seen and understood. Emotionally intelligent people are self-aware, noticing their emotions before reacting. They're empathetic, sensing and respecting what others feel without judgment. And they're adaptable, adjusting calmly to change and handling stress with steady patience. It's easy to see how emotionally intelligent people bring connection and understanding, even when life gets messy. So let's talk for a minute about how to actually grow those qualities in your own daily life. Because when you nurture both emotional intelligence and intuition, you'll find it's easier to respond with patience and clarity and with a steady sense of self-awareness every day. So developing emotional intelligence and intuition really starts with paying closer attention to what you feel, those inner signals and subtle shifts in your energy. When you bring awareness to them, you open the door to responding thoughtfully instead of just reacting. Daily practices can really make all the difference. And if this topic is speaking to you and you want to explore it further, you'll definitely enjoy another one of my videos where I share some tips for practicing gratitude. The link should pop up right here on your screen. And if you miss it, no worries, because I've included it in the description below. Things like being mindful of your feelings and physical sensations in the moment. Taking time each day to journal or reflect so that you can sort through your own emotions and thoughts without having to kind of dump on somebody else. Having honest conversations with people who truly support your growth. Over time, these habits settle in, you ground them in. They become part of you, guiding your choices and helping you ease stress in simple, practical ways. So we've talked now about some simple daily practices that can strengthen both your emotions and your emotional intelligence and your intuition. These tools that can make life feel less pressured and more intentional really are just accessible as long as you prepare in advance. And while these practices can create a strong foundation, there's still another step that makes all the difference, and that's finding calm and clarity in the middle of stress. When we're not feeling calm and clear, it's often due to stress. And stress creates symptoms and other health issues, especially during midlife. I created a video that shows you how to eliminate symptoms naturally, so I'll make sure to link to it below this video. But make sure you hit subscribe too, because I share a lot of tips when it comes to dealing with stress that's become toxic. Relieving the nasty symptoms stress creates makes navigating through midlife a breeze. And a quick reminder, you can get my free guide, Talk to Your Doctor So They Listen. Just comment guide or go to drgala.com/links. Let's jump back in and see how listening to your gut can guide you toward decisions that feel true, steady, and easy to trust, one clear moment at a time. So how do you really learn to trust your gut to make decisions? Well, trusting your gut is listening to that quiet voice inside, the one that knows what's right for you. It means slowing down enough to notice what your body and emotions are saying before you make a move. When you give that inner knowing some space, choices feel more natural, not forced. So here's how to do it in the moment. Pause and check in with your body before you make a decision. Take a few slow breaths, hand on your chest or belly, and ask a simple yes or no. Notice the first clear sense that comes. And if you're feeling uneasy, one of the people that we follow, especially when you study law of attraction, is if it's not a clear yes, then it's a no. And so don't try to turn a no into a yes. You can explore it more because sometimes you just need more information or the arrangements need to be adjusted somewhat. So you can turn a no into a yes, but if you don't get a strong yes initially, then it is a no until you get it figured out and you work through it. You're going to want to look for patterns from past decisions where you actually felt that nudge and it proved helpful for you. Give yourself time and space to reflect, even a short walk or sleep on it, especially if someone else is pushing you for urgency. And if the choice feels heavy, ask, is this mine to carry right now? Is this really a decision I need to make? And if the answer is no, it's a no, or at least a not now, as I mentioned just a couple of moments ago. And if your best efforts to live a healthy lifestyle and do all the things you've been led to think are supposed to work aren't getting the job done, you may even be feeling like you take 2 steps forward and 3 back. I have several ways you can get more help from me. Just go to drgala.com/links and watch my next video where I show you how to manage the toxic stress that's sabotaging your efforts. You can eliminate the symptoms that seem to be piling up in midlife naturally without medication, crazy diets, intense exercise, or any other unsustainable lifestyle hack.